Flowers and gardens, fruits and vegetables. You are now tuned into the Disney Holic Show.
Hello and welcome to the Disney Holic Show. That's Jen Diz.
And that's Mike TV.
Today we're starting with you, the audience, looking through our latest Instagram poll results. Then we buzz over to Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival for highlights and a plant-based trivia game.
All right. I'm going to give a shout out to Lisa. Happiest vegan on earth. I hope you get 100%, or I expect you to get a 100% score on this trivia game coming up later. But anyways, take it, Mike. Sorry about that.
Maybe there could be a twist. There could be a twist, like a Vine twist. Wah. So this episode comes out a couple days after St. Patty's Day. I don't know if you saw, but I posted on our Instagram a clip from this movie that scared me so much when I was a kid, and I kind of forgot about it. And then I was looking up Disney Irish St. Patrick's themed movies, and then it came up Darby O'Gill and the Little People. And
Okay, I know about this movie. I have not seen it. It's like one of those, I saw it on some like TikTok of like most controversial movies of the 80s or something. Yeah.
and it was one of those that would just kind of come on TV, and I would probably circle it on the TV guide because it was Disney, and but it was it's about leprechauns. It stars Sean Connery, and he's very handsome in it. But there's a part where they show them, they're like climbing this haunted mountain, and there's a banshee. And first of all, it reminds me of the Phantom from the graveyard scene of Haunted Mansion, which I think you recently reported is gone.
Gone.
What?
R.I.P. R.I.P. Double, triple
Wow.
R.I.P.
Triple
to the
RP.
Phantom.
So that's what it reminds me of. It's just like this special effect of like somebody like in a blue black cloak, and it's coming down from the mountain, and it's like woo, and then Darby O'Gill's like, yeah, it's the banshee. And if
Banshee. That's a
if you
weird,
go and take
like
a
that's
look at
like
the
Avatar-ish, but
banshee, I
now we're
think
talking about
banshees
death.
are witches in Ireland, like those type of spirits.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like
Good
specters.
context.
And also when I have night terrors and I see the thing in my room coming toward me, it pretty much looks like that banshee.
That is fucking terrifying.
So
I'm
I'm
so
kind of
sorry you
happy
have to
now,
deal with that randomly, right? And
right?
it's just like,
I'm happy that I can now describe it better and show people this is what it looks like.
ugh.
Um, and anyways, happy St. Patrick's Day. It's
Yes.
it's a darker holiday than I thought. There's also a new Leprechaun reboot horror movie coming out, which I used to love those movies.
Mm-hmm. Was
Leprechaun. Anyways,
Leprechaun from the Hood or
Instagram.
something?
Yeah, I posted a clip or the movie trailer for Darby O'Gill and the Little People on Instagram. But speaking of Instagram, we had posted all kinds of fun stories and polls and things like that over the last couple of weeks, and I thought it would be a good time for us to look at them, talk about it,
Okay, let's do it.
talk about all the things. Okay, so we were inspired the other day by March Madness, and I love a like versus or a bracket or a duel. This is not a bracket, but we did ask people about 90s topics to go with our. We had actually a couple of 1990s themed episodes recently, right?
We did. Couldn't help it. I was feeling the 90s.
It's good. I'm feeling it
It's in the
too.
air.
Feeling it too. Okay, so we asked our Instagram followers to choose the best of the bunch. So there'd be three movies from the 90s that were released, Disney movies, and we put a poll up to see which people liked the most.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be Blubber, Bug's Life, and the Mighty Ducks. And you can only
Okay.
save one, best of the bunch. Which
Am I
one?
saying, okay, carry
Ooh,
on.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Let's why don't you first guess what you think was the highest?
Okay, so we have Flubber, Mighty Ducks, and
Bug's Life.
Bug's Life. I'm gonna say Bug's Life took the cake,
It did
quite literally.
at
Ha.
52% over the other two, and a fitting
Oh,
farewell because
that's a
this
good one.
past Sunday was the goodbye to
Aw,
the Bug's Life show at Animal Kingdom in the Tree of Life.
R.I.P.
RIP. Zootopia is coming soon to that
It's
theater.
getting dark again. You better fix it up again.
Fix it up. All right. So Bug's Life, 52%. What would yours be?
Of those, well, I've never seen Bug's Life.
I'm just going to turn off the microphone and close the laptop. That is
Mike's face was
Pixar's
so good right now for
that
those of
is
you who are not
Pixar's
watching YouTube.
second movie. It's their second animated film following Toy Story. Wow.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet, but I have seen enough of it to understand the concept of the show. And I tried to watch it
Show, first of
like
all, it's a movie.
a show, movie, whatever. Potato, potato.
Potato, potato.
However, yeah, just haven't watched it. Okay, so for the other two, I don't think I've seen Flubber either, so I guess I'm gonna have to go with Mighty Ducks.
But do you remember the original Flubber? Maybe that helps.
From like the
Absent-minded professor.
60s or something.
Yeah, I think it was black and white. It was called Absent-minded Professor. And then when they rebooted it, Disney, they
I
just
do
called
like
it
that Robin
Flubber.
Williams played the professor, right?
Yeah, yep,
Okay, so
he's
I
the
kind of want to give it points for that, but I have to be true to what I've seen, and I've seen Mighty Ducks, so I'm gonna go for Mighty Ducks.
Hey, and you live in Anaheim, so there you go,
That's
represent.
right, representing.
Um, these are actually pretty good 90s movies to revisit or watch for the first time if you haven't. Like, I'm curious if Flubber holds up. It has a lot of visual effects, like the green thing. And then Bug's Life, honestly, like Bug's Life is so good, classic. I hope the animation stands out because it's right after Toy Story, so it's still kind of old school CG, but it's a cute
Yeah,
story and the characters are so cute. There's a lot of misfits in it. I love a group of misfits like Francis the Ladybug and those kind of people. Um, I don't know if I remember Mighty Ducks. I know when it came out and it was popular, but I don't remember the story.
all I know is a bunch of kids playing hockey. That's all I remember about it.
Right? And Emilio Estevez, he
Oh,
was
I do
a
remember Amelia Estevez.
hot
Yes.
ticket at the time. Okay, the next three best of the bunch 90s Disney movies: Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey, Tarzan, or Pocahontas.
Oh, Pocahontas all day.
So this one was almost a full three-way tie.
Wow.
It was 29, 35, 35, but it is a two-way tie between
Tarzan and Pocahontas.
Tarzan and Pocahontas. You are correct. Um,
Sorry, Homeward Bound. You
oh,
had a
I
tough
love
go with
Homeward
that
Bound.
round. I think I loved Homeward Bound more than both of those two, actually. So I think I'll vote for Homeward Bound.
Oh, it's so cute. Dogs and a cat. Two dogs and a cat.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, wait, I'm thinking of Milo and Otis.
I
There's
had a
all these
feeling.
movies that all did the same thing at the same time, and it still happens. Why do
Well,
we
one
do
of
that?
them, I I think it's Milo and one of them is like really sad. I don't think it's
Milo and
this one.
Otis.
Is it?
Oh my God, my
Yikes.
heart breaks just thinking about it. Yes.
Ooh. Um, Tarzan, I like the music from it. Pocahontas, I also like the music, but I thought it was kind of boring. I mean, aside from all the like controversial stuff, there's some slow parts in it. But yeah, people had it, they loved it. Tarzan and Pocahontas tie. All right, the next one. Angels in the Outfield, My Favorite Martian, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay, I'm
By the
gonna
way, this
guess.
is My Favorite Martian from 1999, starring Christopher Lloyd and Christopher Lloyd.
So I've never, and that's it.
I can't think of the other guy's name. I see his face. I can't think of
I'm gonna guess that, wait, name them again. There's one very obvious one. What was
Oh,
it?
Angels. Oh, Hunchback.
Hunchback.
Okay.
Hunchback had to win, right?
This one was
Popularity.
a two-way tie.
Really?
Yeah. 48% against 48%, with My Favorite Martian losing by a lot. And the top two tiebreakers were Angels in the Outfield and Hunchback of Notre
What?
Dame.
I'm surprised Angels in the Outfield did that good, but I also would vote for Angels in the Outfield because I was in
Ooh.
it. Were you in it too?
In the audience, no, but
Yeah, you didn't
people
do
that
that.
grew up in that area, right? Like would
Yeah,
have
so
that
many people
story.
that grew up in the Bay like
Yeah.
were in that movie in our era. That was so funny.
Yes, I've heard it before.
I remember my
Um,
mom bought me this really loud like color block shirt so that you could find me in the stadium.
have you been able to see it and pause it?
I feel like I did, but I can't remember if that was like my imagination or not. I should just go rewatch that one too.
There you go. I didn't do my research, but I'm assuming that most of these movies are on Disney Plus. Okay, so yeah, My Favorite Martian, that was a reboot, and I don't even really remember it.
I don't remember that at all, but you know what I rewatched recently and almost died choke laughing?
Not Nutty
Do you remember the
Professor.
movie Mac and Me?
Yes, the Timu ET movie. I
It
remember
was
seeing it at the
so
video
wild
store.
rewatching that recently. God.
I remember it being so bad.
It was so bad, and they're like promoting Pepsi real hard throughout it.
Yeah.
It was very weird. Very weird.
That's very much like, oh, can we go see ET? And then your parents say, oh, we have ET at home. We'll just do that one.
Oh, how
Mac and
sad.
me. Um, my favorite Martian. Okay, Christopher Lloyd, and the second guy, funny enough, I know his character, and then you'll be able to guess the actor. He was in Dumb and Dumber. I think his name is Lloyd, not Jim Carrey,
Jim
but the other
Carrey?
guy, the other one.
Oh, Lloyd is Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay.
The other guy is Jeff something. Jeff. Oh, shoot. Ugh, I
I can't
forget.
think of
What's his
it.
last name? It's not Jeff?
No, I don't know. I don't have it. I don't
Oh,
have it up.
dang it. What's that guy's name?
Not Bridges, is it?
No, that's the guy from Tron, right?
Yep. There's a Jeff in it.
Who is the
That's so funny. And there's
actor?
a Lloyd Bridges, and then we're talking about Christopher Lloyd, and then Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber.
Not Jim Carrey. Let's ask the internet, shall we? Jeff Daniels. There it
Jeff
is.
Daniels. He was in the Newsroom on HBO. Very good show. All right. The next trio up for debate were these three: George of the Jungle, starring Brendan Fraser, 1997; 101 Dalmatians, live action, 1996, starring Glenn Close; and 1997's Hercules, animated
Hmm.
musical spectacular.
Hercules won, and I'd also vote for Hercules.
Hercules, Hercules. It won by a lot. And now I was the one surprised on this one. So yeah, it won with 65%. For some reason, I thought 101 Dalmatians was like really big.
I think that was just really big for you.
You know, it's funny. I never liked that franchise, the live
Oh, really?
action.
Wait,
Yeah.
which
And
one?
I think I only saw it once, the Glenn Close one.
The Glenn Close one.
Yeah. I just
I just know you
liked the
like
cartoon.
Cruella so much, so I
Yeah.
figured.
I liked the cartoon. I liked the character. And then I really liked the recent one.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, something never hit with me. 1996 too. That's that time again where we were like up to teenager antics and maybe it was not
Right.
as cool.
Yeah. We were like not worried about watching movies in general at that point. Oh, no, that's not true.
It's
Watching
confusing
movies
because
just like
Hercules was 1997 and I definitely was obsessed with that as a teenager and the
there's
CD
something
and
different
everything.
about Disney animated films though.
Yeah.
They slip through the filter of
Yeah.
like what you're allowed to watch that's still cool.
They're like big deal at the time because there weren't all the other studios. It was like, wow, the
Right.
next Disney movie.
Yeah.
Okay, after that, we had another trio here with Mulan, The Rocketeer, and a Goofy movie.
Oh my God. Okay. This is a tough one. So I think Mulan won. It's a big hit. Mulan was a big hit. However, I would vote for Rocketeer all day, every day. And then
Rocketeer got
what's
the
the third one?
lowest.
I figured it would too. What was the other one?
Goofy movie.
Oh yeah, Goofy movie. I'm too old for. I didn't watch that until like 2 years ago or something.
Okay, so this is where our 90s brains are just completely melted because Goofy movie came out in 1995. So we weren't that old, but for some reason I also thought it came out like after high school or something. Like
Yeah, we weren't. We just weren't. I don't. And it's animated, but it wasn't one of those big hits for some
no,
reason.
it wasn't like a fairy tale or a
Yeah,
Hercules, right?
yeah,
It was almost like a TV movie. Oops.
yeah.
Because
Oh,
a
you
goof
said
troop.
it. You said
So-
it, and I
Okay.
agreed.
I said it. I never liked a Goofy movie. I still don't like it. It's boring. I just like the songs and then the character designs of the things.
Yeah, I thought it was cute, but
Yeah.
it's just cute. It wasn't
Yeah.
like wow.
Ba-dum-bum.
I think I
But yeah.
did get teary-eyed though. There was like some
Oh.
really upsetting, sad part about like Goofy and Max's relationship at some point that I was like,
Aw.
oh, my heart.
Father
So
and
it did pull
son.
a little bit.
But yes, Mulan did win out of those three. The next three we have 90s Disney movies best of the bunch. We have The Parent Trap, the 90s version, which was a reboot starring the fabulous Lindsay Lohan. And then we have Hocus Pocus with
Mm.
the Sanderson sisters in 1993. And then we had Heavyweights, which came out in 1995.
Again, that 1995 era is tough for us, but never heard of that movie, not even today. And I think I did this poll on there, so I still didn't know.
All of
But
these
I'm
are
gonna say,
weird. I'm getting thrown off by the years because I also remember loving Parent Trap and being obsessed with Lindsay Lohan, but that was 1998. Like we were busy raving and doing things. Like
yeah, that's weird. I didn't watch Parrot Trap. You're on
weird.
your own for that one. I did love the original Parent Trap though, so I probably didn't watch the second one just because of that.
Let's get
But
together. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Haley Mills is so cute. So that was that. Didn't watch Parent Trap. Oh yeah, but we're saying what did other people vote on? I'm still gonna stick with Hocus Pocus, most popular.
You are correct. Focus,
Okay, I was
focus.
gonna say really.
Led the way with 60%. Parent Trap 37%. And a mere 3% of people voted heavyweights.
Hey, at least it got on the board, you know?
Somebody, let's see. Can I call
I
them out?
think
Maybe I'll call them out. I think they're friends of the show. Michael Marston. Oh yeah, and Scarlett, a zombie named Scarlett. So there's some people who like it. All right.
Scarlett, what the heck? Tell me more about this movie. Um, Wait a second. So Hocus Pocus. Oh yeah, Hocus Pocus would have also been my vote. So anyway,
And that was 93. That was one I thought would have been like 96,
I didn't watch
97.
Hocus Pocus until a little later. I think I was in my 20s when I finally started watching Hocus
What?
Pocus.
So you didn't see it in movie theaters?
Uh-uh.
So
I think I'm a little later for
Heavyweights
that
is
too.
about fat camp. So it's kind of controversial. Like I don't know if it would come out now. It was a
That was
comedy.
popular right then though. Do you remember
Yep.
that?
Yep. All those
Oh my
things and boot camps they
gosh.
would send you from the talk show. If you're acting up with your parents, they'd send you to boot camp. If you're fat, they'd send you to fat
Oh my
camp.
God. Jerry Seinfeld. First, not Jerry Seinfeld, Jerry Spring.
Jerry Springer. Jerry, which there's a good
Jerry Seinfeld.
documentary on Hulu or
Um,
Max or something about
what the
him.
hell is his name? Springfield?
Springer, you said it. You said it.
Springer.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my God. I wanted more out of Springer and like Seinfeld,
Springerville.
Springfield. Um, okay. So you're right, and I now need a documentary on fat camps, please.
Yes, there was
I'm
one on the
very
boot
curious.
camps recently on Netflix or something.
Shoot, I want to watch that
Um,
too.
yeah, it's really sad
Wow, that's
because
wild.
they really put these kids through hell in the deserts with people who didn't know what they were doing. Just like other like 20-year-olds who just got hired to get these people in shape and blah blah blah. It was giving Handmaid's Tale. It's pretty scary. Okay, dark again,
Jeez
getting
Louise,
dark
now I
again.
gotta watch it. Send it to
Gotta watch it.
me. Send
Send it to me, Rachel.
it to me, Rachel.
You sounded just like it, and you don't even know what song.
Please.
I hope someone out there has that clip in their algorithm.
Say
Anyways,
my name. Sorry.
Star shoes. Wait, no. Marshmallow. We know what it is, right? We said it before from Neverending Story.
Yeah.
Her name is say my name. And then Bastion says
Hi,
Moonchild. It's very
Moonchild, you're
weird.
right.
It's very weird.
That's
Okay.
so dumb. Like, it's actually a buzzkill that that's the answer. So moving on.
And that's not like it was a popular name in the 80s or something.
Susan! What if it was just like a very standard name, like
Like you could pick any name in the
Jennifer?
world.
Boring.
Okay, but back to the
No offense to the other
90s.
Jennifers.
Back to the
Yes,
90s.
90s.
We'll take Falcor and fly to 1990s. We have another three up here in the brackets. Cool Runnings, Airbud, Tom and Huck.
Tom and Huck. Why don't I remember what that is? Is
Oh,
that
I
animated?
see. Sometimes I'm saying the details and sometimes I'm not. Let me start again. Tom and Huck was with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Thank you very much. It was like not a reboot, but a new adaptation of Tom Sawyer Huckleberry Finn.
Okay.
And then Air Bud that came out in 1997 with the golden retriever that plays basketball. Love it. And then Cool Runnings was way back in 1993, Jamaican bobsled team.
I'm gonna say, shoot, this one might be kind of weird because I remember Airbud was pretty popular too. But I'm gonna say Cool Runnings, and I also vote for Cool Runnings.
Oh, and Cool Runnings it is with
Nice.
66% in the lead.
Ooh, killing it.
Airbud came in second with 25%, and then just a little bit of folks voted for Tom and Huck. I don't think I've seen any of these movies.
You've never seen Cool
Not
Runnings.
the whole thing. Oh,
It's
I don't
like
know. It
Jim
seemed so sporty.
Candy. Is that his name? John Candy.
Wait, what did you call him?
Jim.
Jerry Seinfeld?
Jerry
Jim Jim
Springerfield.
Candy. I didn't know he was in that actually. Is he the coach or something?
Yeah, he's the coach.
Okay,
Right? Am
I
I
could
tripping?
picture it. I could picture it. I definitely seen like pieces of these movies, but I don't
I'm
remember beginning
picturing
to end.
him in his like polka outfit, but that's from Home
Ooh, Home
Alone. So now I'm
Alone
like,
in the
no,
truck.
it is him. He's the team coach.
Not Dom DeLuise. Do you remember him? He
Yeah, who
would
was that? Was he
he was
from,
like a John Candy, like they probably auditioned for the same roles at some point in time.
wasn't he like Benny or something from, no, never mind. I see his picture now. No, I know exactly who you're talking about.
He was in a scary comedy with Willy
He was
Wonka.
also in All Dogs Go to Heaven. I'm gonna cry. And Secret of Nim
Oh,
and American Tail.
oh, Don Bluth,
Oh yeah,
besties,
oh my God, what was the cat's name?
Haunted Honeymoon,
What was the cat's name from American Tail? It was like a very obvious name. Shoot.
Max,
No, it was like, anyway, sorry. I'm derailing. And now I'm so
Buzz
interested in this.
Furball,
It was something like that.
Furball,
Tiger. Tiger.
Tiger. Okay, 90s, best of the bunch. Next up, we have these are three live action movies: Squanto, A Warrior's Tale, A Kid in King Arthur's Court, and Mighty Joe Young. So this was
Oof.
1994 with Squanto. Is I'm gonna say it like it was at the time. It's about an Indian. That's how they
Oh,
said it back then. But as a Native American slash
the
indigenous person.
synopsis says indigenous.
A Kid in King Arthur's Court. Um, that came out in 95. I can't think of the name of the kid, but he was really popular. He was also the one in Angels in the Outfield, that same kid. And then Mighty Joe Young was like um King Kong, but real life.
I was gonna say it was like a gorilla, right?
Yeah.
God, this one's a really rough round. I'm gonna go with Mighty Joe Young for
Yeah,
both. Yeah? It's
it
like the only
did.
one I've even heard of. That's why I
Whoops.
went for it.
I the only one I seen out of those three was A Kid in King Arthur's Court. And weren't you just talking about Burger King at some point? I think that was before the show started, but They had Burger King toys. I remember collecting them or glasses
How
or something.
funny.
Yeah.
You still stop to stay.
Still do it. If it's cute, I will
Hold
collect.
on.
If it's cute, I will come to collect.
Sorry. Give me a second.
Ooh, YouTubers, this is part of the backstage magic that you only get to see and hear if you're watching on YouTube. Otherwise, it gets edited out for the podcast. Um, I think Squanto, A Warrior's Tale, actually is based on a true story, I want to say. And I also want to
Are we back?
say that Mighty Joe Young was based on a true story, I think. It seems like it. Okay,
Can you hear me? Am I
uh
back?
ready for the next trio?
Are we back? Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Uh-huh. I can hear you.
Okay, backstage, my cord just got yanked out of my microphone. So sorry. And now your editing is going to be quite interesting.
It will, because we were already back, and then you just added that again. I'm just kidding. The audio will be okay, but YouTubers, this is why it is cool and more special to watch us on the TV, on the tube.
It'll be
Okay.
interesting for GarageBand.
The next one is Aladdin versus Toy Story versus Beauty and the Beast.
Oh man, those
This
are
is the
all such good
gauntlet.
ones.
The gauntlet.
Aladdin, Toy Story, and Beauty and the Beast?
Hmm.
Shoot. I'm gonna guess the popular vote went to Beauty and the Beast, and the my vote went to Aladdin.
Your vote was the winning vote. Aladdin,
Oh,
yeah,
nice. I
beat
totally
the.
thought Beauty and the Beast was like way like bigger than all of those Renaissance movies.
That's a tough one. Yeah, it went Aladdin, Toy Story, Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh.
But just by a hair with Toy Story. It
Okay,
was,
that's our crew here. It's our
uh,
Disney Holics group voting on that. That's awesome.
and got a lot of "Don't make me do this" messages with that poll. That was, yeah, that's a hard one to choose. And then last one, 1992, Disney's Newsies, the movie before it was a Broadway musical. Walt Disney's adaptation of the novel White Fang.
Okay.
And then we have Disney Blank Check from 1994.
Okay.
Blank
No
Check was
idea.
was the movie where the little kid, it was when like everybody was like a cool kid in a movie with sunglasses and a hat. It was like Macaulay Culkin, like that kind of uh,
Yeah.
type. But he got a blank check, and wrote in, I don't know, like $1 million or something. And then it was like the movie was about what he did with the money. And then of course he gets caught.
Meh. Okay, I kind of want to watch that actually.
Yeah, it seems like a fun, like,
Um,
oh my gosh, what if that we would talk
right,
about in 1994.
right. The What If series came from it. Okay, I would say remind me of the three again. Oh wait,
Newsies, White
yeah,
Fang.
Newsies, White Fang, and Blank Check. Okay, I'm gonna guess Newsies won. However, I would give my vote to White Fang.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh,
Young
so good.
Ethan Hawke.
I read the
Wow.
book too, so it was like,
Wow.
oh,
What a time. What a time. So Newsies did win, and
okay,
then White Fang, and then Blank Check.
cool.
Um, so those were some of the fun polls, but there are some other things. There was a poll, a literal poll with a rainbow looking thing wrapped around it, and the poll was
Oh,
gold. The gold poll, I believe it was in Disneyland because you took a picture and you
I am
asked people.
so bad at Instagram. Everyone, like when I'm with people, I just can't do stuff on like content. I can't do it because I never follow through. And I have not yet posted the result of that. So can you tell me what most people thought it was since
Here
you're in
we
there?
are. Everybody's answer who put an answer in said Dumbo, including me. Thank you very much. Is it? Was
Wow.
it Dumbo?
It was Dumbo, and I'm
Oh,
very surprised that you guys all knew that.
Yeah.
That was
And
so
then
obscure. It's just like this little thing in the back of the queue. I mean, they have it on multiple poles, but like,
it
I don't
looks
know.
so much like the middle of Dumbo, right? I think that's what made
Oh,
tipped me off.
okay. I could see that.
And then one person said, I honestly don't know.
Oh,
So,
yeah. See, I
there
stumped
you
one
go.
person.
I spy.
Who was that? Who said that one? Shout
Scarlett
out to them.
again, friend of the
Shout out
show.
to
What's up,
Scarlett.
Scarlett? So out of all the 90s movies we talked about, you could only save one in the vault and then the rest burn when the Earth gets destroyed by the asteroid, but we could put one in the vault that goes into the rocket ship.
Rocketeer. Ah!
Yikes. That will forever represent the 90s for Disney. I mean, it's not, it's, yeah. I think I tried to watch it twice and review it like when we first did the podcast. You remember that?
It's so good. I don't know what you're talking about. I just did that out of spite though. But if I truly had to pick, I probably would pick Aladdin. No, Beauty and the Beast. Toy Story?
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe Toy Story because it was like the new the new thing that like kicked off a whole new
yeah.
level of Disney, right? So I think
Yeah.
I'll do Toy Story.
Wow. Oh, it has Buzz Lightyear too in that rocket ship. I don't know what I would pick. I think I was gonna pick Aladdin, and then you said Beauty and the Beast, and then I thought, oh, like that should be required material for the aliens, like to see for humankind in the future to know, like,
I
wow,
didn't realize that was what we were saving
that
it
was
for.
made one
Okay.
day in the past. But yeah, the computer generated animation is a big one too. All right. I asked a question on Instagram to guess the name of the insect, the bumblebee, that is one of the mascots for Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival every year. And I think I didn't know his name. I didn't remember it, so that's why I found out, and then I did a little game. But do you know his name?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll give you the options that we gave
I
the
don't think I
followers.
knew there was a mascot for
There you
Flower
go.
and Garden.
He's very cute. He has a big red nose and cute antennae.
Oh, wait, he's from like old school cartoons.
I think so. I think like he bothers Donald Duck and Chip and Dale and something like that. So I'll give you the choices: Benny, Paul, N, Buzz, or Spike.
Benny, say it again. Benny what?
Benny, he already looked it up.
No, I
He
haven't looked
already
it
looked
up.
it up.
I'm looking up, I mean, I have it in images, but
I do want you to see what he looks like. Because he reminds me of like a cereal
actually the only
mascot.
thing I'm seeing anywhere is Orange Bird anyways. So,
Oh, not the orange bird. I think they are friends though.
oh,
Benny,
buddies.
Paul N, Buzz, or Spike.
Paul N is very clever and cute, but it's too complicated for most. Um, what was the third one again?
Buzz.
Oh, Buzz is too easy. So we have either Benny or Spike. I don't like either of them. Spike would make sense because he's a bee, but Benny is just like random
Why would Spike make sense?
because they have a spike on their butt, right? Like a bee. What is it called? A stinger?
It's called a stinger,
I mean, it looks like
and
a spike.
I
So,
also thought the same. I
okay,
thought
so it's Benny.
no, it's Spike, and I thought,
Oh, it
wait,
is
are they trying
Spike.
to say the stinger's a Spike? I went through the same thing when I found his name out at when I was there at Epcot. But yeah, if you look at an actual bee stinger, it it kind of looks like a little rose thorn, right? Like a little
Yeah.
versus a
Yeah.
needle, which is how I always would draw it, would just be a straight line. So anyways, his name is Spike the Bee. He's very cute. They really rolled out the merch this year. He's on a lot of things, and he has a big giant floral display. in the new Communicore Hall where they put festival stuff during any festival, this new building. They had a lot of
Okay, I
flowers up.
just
It's really
looked
pretty.
up Spike the Bee now that I have his name,
Spike the Bee,
and he's very cute. And he's definitely from old school cartoons, for sure, for
old
sure.
school. So
He's so
cute.
cute. He's got a lot of red on him, actually. He's got red arms, red legs, red antenna, red spike.
Red, because Spike and red go together. I don't know why, but I see it.
He's
Okay.
cute.
So, Epcot Flower and Garden Festival 2025. It just recently started and I've gone a couple times. So I just want to share a few things, but I have to like really get in there, and then do a big report at the end of the festival season. But first of all, it's so pretty. So pretty. You just like look
Okay.
around and everything's so colorful and just beautifully manicured. Everything from the hedges to the flowers to everything. Now, something I just forgot or didn't remember, but now that I'm a local, Disney World local, just like you're a Disneyland local, we start learning these things or actually
Uh-huh.
remembering things that we forgot. That living with the land at the
Oh
Land
boy.
Pavilion has overlays for each festival.
Okay. Did not know that.
See, I could have sworn it was the same every time. But now I am noticing it because for Festival of the Arts, they definitely had cute things all around. And then I thought that was just that one time. And then I rode Living with the Land during the week there was no festival, which is rare. And it was just what I remember as regular Living with the Land,
Okay.
just about the plants and all that. And then I just got on again during Flower and Garden Festival, and there's an overlay too. So I think it's really cute. So for Food and Wine, or no, sorry, for Farts, Festival of the Arts earlier this year, they had um cute things like uh um an ode to Rapunzel, for example, like in the
Okay.
corner. And then because I wasn't paying attention as much. This time I did. So here we're talking about Flower and Garden, right? This one had it was themed to princesses and mixed with mashed up with okay, this sounds like I'm making it all up, but it's true. Mashed
Yeah, the
mashed up
pausing
with
especially.
I'm trying to like picture myself going through the ride. It mostly happens when you get into that big glass dome. That's when
Didn't
you
realize
see
we were attempting Flower and Garden according to Mike TV.
these are all true facts, I promise. So the first one you'll notice is a Moana one. So they have like her sail, like the sail with the symbol on it, and then a
Hmm.
lot of like coconut pots and plants and different like food and stuff drying that would come from Pacific Islands. Like there's like
Okay.
mangoes and the things that you carve off as drums and squash and stuff like that. And then you could just tell it's Moana. It has a Moana aesthetic. So I like that. It wasn't very literal.
It was subtle.
It was subtle, yep.
Subtle Disney.
And that's why you have to like take a and like wipe your eyes. I'm like, wait, this wasn't there before. No way.
Right.
And then if you look, there is a little sign on some of them that say like uh festival or Flower and Garden Festival 2025, and it'll like say something about the region in which Moana represents
You're like,
based
how
on
far we'll go for some Moana
what
tributes.
that
Oh.
that that was a good one. There was a Rapunzel one. See, now I'm confusing the two festivals, but there was one with Rapunzel, and I remember oh no, it was princesses, so it was this one. And they have little Pascals hiding in the gardens and you can
Aw. Okay,
find
that's
him
cute.
and
That's
nobody
very
tells
cute.
you about it. It's just you catch on to it. And I'm like, oh
That
yeah,
is going to make me enjoy living with the land. Congratulations,
there you
Epcot.
go. That means you could go maybe 3 or 4 times a year and it'll be different
I feel
each time.
like I almost want to say they did something during Christmas too, because I feel like I remember going on and being like, "Oh, I didn't know they do that. That's pretty cute."
Yes. In fact, that's the only one that I knew they did with the Christmas
Okay,
lights. Like they put a lot of Christmas lights on the
that's
plants and
cute.
stuff. Um, so yeah, there was a bunch for representing each princess. Oh, you know what was cute too was there was a Tiana section and it had plants and vegetables and fruits from that time, and it had or that area. Then it had like Mardi Gras beads all over it. That's what got my attention. I was like, oh, okay. And then Tiana, blah blah blah, the South, super cute. So they had what else? Oh, they had pumpkins, I think, for Cinderella. I want to say pumpkins.
That's smart. Very cute.
But yeah, so there's that. I wanted to talk about the propagation station that I have.
Propagation station. That's just fun to say.
Propagation station.
Here for it.
So if you want to have the Disney theme parks growing in your home the way I want to, Disney is selling these propagation stations, and it's like test tubes in a wooden holder with the Mickey shaped head. And with propagation stations, what you do is you get a base of a plant, like you want to get a stem of a plant or a bush or a flower. Usually you want it to have at least like two things branching out and then the thick stem. That's when you know you got a good piece of the plant. You rip it off or cut it off, I guess. And then you put it in your test tube and you wait and you give it some time and it starts to grow roots. And then once it grows roots, you can put it in soil and it creates
Oh, that's how it works.
literally a double of that plant. It's kind of like crazy science.
Yeah. I didn't I didn't know that you could even do that until like 5 years ago or something. I just didn't know you could just that it would just sprout another one. I thought it would die off if you cut it off the original plant. Like
Right.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so my mission now, don't tell anybody that works for Disney, is I want to take some from the Flower and Garden Festival. But look, I'm not taking the whole thing. I'm actually multiplying it. Are I not? Am I not?
Shame. These are things you don't admit to the public,
Not on the podcast.
Mikey.
Well, guess what? May the force be with us because the one that's growing very healthy right now in my test tube is a really cool looking exotic plant shrub from Batu, Hollywood Studios.
Ooh, that's cool. Okay. And
Yep.
you already know like what kind of like they'll grow in the right temperature, right?
Yes,
Because you're in the
exactly.
same climate or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. So I have a,
Okay.
a Star Wars plant that is growing a lot of roots, so I'm so excited.
This can be a fun thing for you and I to explore too. Like
Yes.
the differences in like what does your Batu plants look like compared to ours? Because I'm sure it's different because the climates
Ooh.
are totally different.
Yeah, tropical versus California. Like yours could
Ooh.
be like a lot more like desert, mountain based. Over here it's like tropical.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay. So
That'll be
Flower and
fun.
Garden Festival, you can also buy seeds and seedlings that they sell in the land pavilion.
Oh, that's
But
what you're actually supposed to do.
yeah,
Okay, got you.
they yeah, it doesn't say on the propagation station that you should borrow stems from the parks, but here we
Borrow.
are.
You're replacing them after you're done? Carry on.
Put it back.
Sorry.
Flower and Garden Festival food. So people love the food and the drinks at these EPCOT festivals.
Hmm.
And what I noticed is that they have what seemed relatively high volume, high amount, large amount of plant-based options. I think every menu had like one or two, like more than usual. And I thought, oh, that makes sense, I guess, right? Because Flower and Garden.
And these are like the regular little food booths, are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
Those only have like four max at each.
Yeah.
So like you're almost getting like 50% plant-based at that point.
Yeah, there was a
That
lot.
is
I think
impressive.
too, I think it's sponsored by Impossible. So
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
they like really put it out there. So, you know, I still have so much food to try. I think I didn't even try any of the food yet. So more reviews of that to come. I do want to take my mom. She's going to be visiting later this week, and they have
Aw.
the Impossible Filipino lumpia.
Cute.
at Epcot. I've had it last year and I did not like it, but now I want the true test. I want my mom to taste it and tell us.
Now, is she one of those um generations that's like, ew, vegan food, or is she open to it?
I think so. She's not ew
Like, do you
vegan
have to
food.
trick her into it?
Oh no, no, she's not weirded out by vegan food,
Okay, good.
but she will be like most of us, like a lumpia with Impossible. Like that is a weird one because it's really the pork that gives it its flavor. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
And Impossible
Um,
doesn't make any other things than beef, right? Like their version of beef. They're not making pork or anything, are they?
I think they are now.
Oh,
I
are
think
they?
they are. I want to say so because they have like
Ooh, okay.
sausages and stuff too now.
Sausages, I love it. Okay.
Sausages. Um, now, side note, because we're talking about festivals,
Uh-huh.
I just painted my wall green, my entrance wall, and I'm about to mount the huge art piece I bought from Festival of the Arts.
Ooh, exciting.
And so I'm excited for that. It's my Disney birth movie, Fox and the Hound painting,
Oh, shut up.
1981, signed by
That's
the artist.
so cute. What's the artist's name?
I'm so excited to hang it. I can't wait. I can't wait for people to see it and for you to see it. But the
Yeah,
green, like
you
I'm
have to
just
share it
so
online,
inspired
Instagram.
by spring and flower and garden right now. Like there's so many plants all over the apartment. I painted the bedroom and the hallway green. I'm living for it. So I also have some just random out and about things to just quickly talk about because I know that you are also a people mover fan.
I am.
And I finally did the hack that I know we've talked about this. I don't know if we've talked about it in the podcast, but the hack where you do the spin with your finger
No, you did it?
to
I
ride it
just
a
sent you a TikTok like last week and you're like, I'm too scared to do it, but you
too
actually
scared.
tried?
Yeah, I see the TikToks and I'm like, there's no way they're tricking me. They're setting me up for rejection. I hate it. I don't want to get rejected or embarrassed.
I would think the
Um,
same thing. Fair.
right? I'm just like, what? But on this past Sunday, I was with two other people. Shout out to Nick and Sarah. I didn't want to do it by myself, but I was like, okay, if
Okay.
there's people with me, at least we all feel dumb together.
Yeah, you could all laugh about it together. It'll be
Right?
fine.
And so it's so awkward because the ride comes to the end of the turntable and the doors open, and the cast member wasn't looking in our direction because we were supposed to get off anyways. So then we're like sitting in there longer than we're supposed to because you know you're supposed to get out. We finally get up to the guy, and then I do the finger, swirl my finger around for a second ride, and he nodded a non-verbal cue that yes, we can, and we got to go all the way around on the track again. It
That
worked.
is so cool. And was there a line?
It wasn't a long
Okay.
line, maybe like 15 minutes.
Still, I mean,
Yeah. Like that could have been a reason to be like, sorry, we can't this time.
yeah, we even had to get off of Winnie the Pooh at 3 minutes to midnight because there was like one other group in line, and I was like, just put them on the
Well,
next one.
that sounds
But
like a
fine.
2000s punk band.
What does?
3 minutes to midnight.
3 minutes to midnight. It does. It does, actually. I love that.
Um, yeah, I always thought it was generally a safety protocol that you have to exit and get back on any attraction. So that was one of the reasons why I was like, there's no way. But yeah. So now I got to push my luck and see how many times can you go around.
Oh my gosh.
Because I will say when we exited the second time, it was a different person.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But we had places to go, people to see. No, we didn't. We just needed to go eat
That
or
would
something.
be so funny. The If you get the same person a few times, like just get off this dang ride, please.
And then still walk back on. Um, but the cute thing about being on People Mover with my friend Sarah was she's never been to Disneyland. And so we had to explain to her everything about People Mover to the point where I was almost going to just do a whole history of People Mover on this
Do it.
episode, but I think we'll save it, yeah, for a future episode. But
Do it though.
we had to explain that it used to be there, but it's gone, and then Rocket Rods, but then the track's still there. So to a non-Disneyland person, it's very confusing. and upsetting to hear us talk about it because you could tell we're like sad and mad as we talk about
She's like, it should come back.
it. Come back and we're like, yeah, it even has like inclines and it goes through the trees and over
Ugh,
the
I don't like that
Autopia.
though because that gives people more reason to like hate on Disneyland because we don't have a, but we have a
Oh,
Matterhorn, so whatever.
true, true. I also tried the cheeseburger spring roll, which I heard was popular at in Adventureland Magic Kingdom. 5 out of 5, very good.
Okay.
It comes with like a Big Mac sauce type of thing that you dip it in.
Mm-hmm.
5 out of 5. Speaking of getting rejected, I was doing a lot of waving that day at Magic Kingdom because I was trying to make a super cut for Instagram of people waving to the camera. And 2 times on People Mover going round and around, nobody would wave to us. Like, you go that whole track, the whole train goes by you. That's like 12 people not waving. And I'm waving and smiling, rejected. But where people do wave at you is if
Main
you're
Street
on
USA.
the Main Street USA
Yeah?
transportations. Yep.
Oh, I love that. I love
Because
it.
you're now part of the attraction, right?
That is, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've been writing that a lot at Disneyland lately.
I have. I have. We
What
actually
are
tried to
they
exit the
there?
park with it the other day, but they weren't running at the time.
Oh,
Were they what?
what are they there? Is it also the omnibus? Do you have one of those?
Omnibus, fire truck. There's the little cars, like I don't know what they're called. There's
Just like
some that are like
one
have a
level.
bigger back and some are just like tiny.
Big back, big
Um,
back. My algorithm is really weird. You don't have that
yeah,
one in yours?
ours are so different. I like don't know. You just it's like you have like some form of Tourette's or something. You're just like yelling out random things. I don't
It's
know what
like
it is.
I think it's usually like when you're making fun of someone that's like eating or you know what I mean like that.
Rude.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like self-deprecating type of I've seen the memes like you're like going to
Yikes.
get the new item at Big
Well,
Bag.
speaking of like TikTok algorithms, one that popped up in mind that made me think of what you were saying about the waving. There was this girl that went to like some party where there's a bunch of celebrities and she started waving at them and they all waved back. And she goes, I guess you could just wave at celebrities and it like unlocks this new thing or they just wave back because they just think they know you. Instead of you coming up like, oh my God, hi. Or can I take a picture? You just wave and they wave right back.
It's like,
It's like,
hey, real
nice.
casual. Oh,
Yep.
that's just my friend Brad Pitt over there.
Yeah. We're old school friends
We should start doing that with the celebrities, all the
at the
celebrities
parks.
with the VIP plaid people, right? Yeah.
Yeah. We should play Rich or
Okay.
Famous on our Instagram account too. But anyway.
Oh, tell people what that is, though.
Okay, so every time you see a plaid led group, not plaid, VIP tour guide, sorry. VIP tour guide led group, we always say rich or famous, and we try to like spot if we know a celebrity in the group or if we just think they're just rich. Or they could just be a group of Disney holics getting together like we've all done before.
True.
Not all done, but some of us have done before to just say we did it once.
And I feel like Disneyland has a lot of celebrities because it's near Hollywood and LA and all that.
Yeah, there
And
was so many
that's a
celebrities there
fun one.
yesterday. Over the weekend, there was so many celebrities there and it was so crowded. And I'm like, man, this
Oh,
is a weird day for all these celebrities to be here.
famous. Okay, so one other thing I experienced, not even part of the festival, but related to plants and flowers and gardens, is I've been spending a lot of time at Polynesian lately resort because it's just
Okay.
so cute. And obviously they have
Yes.
Trader Sam's and good shopping and a restaurant and the beach and all that. But they also have the new Island Tower, the new DVC Tower, and it's gorgeous. And there's a restaurant there called Wailulu, which is really fun. It's like one of my favorite new places. It's just a lounge. Like you can just go to the bar lounge, or you could go to the actual restaurant, outdoor seating, gorgeous waterfront view. And so we got sat. We got sat next to all these beautiful plants. And I'm in like plant mode, trying to figure out which ones I'm gonna take take with me, pull a leaf off. And there was this really pretty, I think it was a Monstera plant, which I already have one. and it's not that unique, but I was still excited to see it. It was very healthy. So I touch it and
Fake.
it's fake.
Shame.
I was
Disney.
so shook. I don't think I've ever seen that at a Disney park
I
before,
don't think I have
right?
either.
Like maybe if it's like in the attraction, like Tiana's Bayou or something, but like in the actual common areas, it's always a
And
real,
we'll never even
always.
know in Tiana's Bayou, right? Like that's
Yeah,
their thing. You can't
yeah.
touch it.
You can't touch
But
it.
now I'm gonna be touching every freaking plant I walk by at Disney
Yep.
parks.
Yep. I'm so mad. I think this goes with there's just been a lot of like hate for this tower leading up to it, and I actually liked it once it was built. But people saying like it could have been done on the cheap or budget cuts here and there. That seems like it because they would never. And then we went up to there's like a big, huge viewing area, like a chunk of the building has a big hole. It's like on the seventh floor. Gorgeous view of Seven Seas Lagoon and Magic Kingdom, and all these plants everywhere and like rocking chairs. Touched those. Fake.
Oh my
I
gosh.
couldn't believe it.
Okay,
I
I
couldn't believe
wonder
it.
if this is normal though, because we would you have known if you didn't touch it? Like, are they quality fake plants?
They looked real. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I was really
What if
shocked.
that's normal?
Well, so I put it to the test and
Okay.
I had to go back to the car, which means I had to walk through the Grand Ceremonial House, which is the original building. I touched all the plants outside. I touched all the
Love it.
plants by the restaurant outside. I touched the plant in the giant centerpiece of the lobby. All real. They're all real plants.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on over here, cutting costs or don't want to pay for
Yikes.
gardeners or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the upkeep of them for sure. But I have to say, I am not a fake plant hater because the amount of work you have to do to keep up plants is just insane. So like just get them to where they look beautiful all the time and it's fine.
I
But
I don't disagree. I
it's
think
tacky
especially
fire.
if you're in places where you can't get sun for them, but you still want a
Yeah, right.
nice feel. Um, and they're not cheap. Like some of these nice
No,
ones,
yeah, the nice ones, they're hecka
like
expensive. Yeah.
hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
But yes, this was like outside restaurant. It had all the sun. I was just so surprised. I was like, what is happening? It's very
Yeah,
mad. Very mad.
I'm also surprised to hear this. So,
But you know what made me happy was they had spam masubi, like a fancy version as a starter. You got like eight little pieces. It was so good. And then I
cute.
tried Wailulu's espresso martini because I'm trying all of them all over the resorts. It was also good. So 5 out of 5 for the food and drinks and the scenery and the view. I just was thrown off by the fake plant.
Well, that is good to
So
hear that that's the only thing that held you
just
back.
that one little thing. The game we're going to end today's episode with
Oh,
is
yeah.
it's a plant-based game.
Oh, it's gonna be those kind of plants.
So it's a trivia based on Disney plant flower related things,
Okay, Lisa, you're off the hook.
not vegan food.
That's super
Okay.
funny.
So what princess shares a name with a flower slash herb?
Flower slash herb. Is there
Really pretty
sage?
one. Gorgeous flower. You could
Rosemary?
also make tea out of it if you would like.
What
Which
is
Disney princess?
Aurora? No. What's her name when she's in the forest? Why does she have so many names, by the way?
Oh, Sleeping Beauty? There
Briar
was another name.
Rose.
Briar Rose.
That one.
Nope.
Rose.
That was
Briar
not
Rose.
it, but that was actually a good one that I could have added. It's not even in this game, but I don't know if Rose is popular for tea and herbal things.
Okay. Mm,
She's a very, very popular princess.
really?
Um,
Ariel.
she's in one of the top 90s Disney movies.
Belle. Jasmine.
Princess
There it is.
Jasmine. Audience, I know you were yelling it out. Jasmine,
Yeah,
Jasmine.
like come on, Jen. I can never. So,
Okay, let's see if you could remember.
I'm just
Because
stalling so they can guess more.
so you can guess more. I always forget the name of this very unique character character ambiance. So she is a plant-based stunt stilt walker at Animal Kingdom in the rainforest.
Oh, Ivy. Poison Ivy.
No,
No? It's not Ivy?
it's not, but it should be, but it's not. This
I
is
just
one that
named her
I always
myself.
forget, and then I look it up and go, "Oh yeah,
Oh, what the heck is her name? And it's a plant name? Vine.
what
Viney.
divine?"
Divine.
Yep,
Ah, that's so cool. Drag queen, I love it.
drag queen divine. Okay, so this next fruit put somebody. Actually, I don't know if I'm confused. I don't know if it killed her or put her to sleep because that's a different prison's movie. But she ate this and she was in a glass coffin.
It's an apple.
It is an apple. What is an apple? Snow White, which is coming out soon, live action at the end of this week.
Oh, yay.
Snow White.
So
Uh,
excited.
but now I'm curious to see what happens in the movie. Does she fall asleep or die?
Oh, what if they go like, is this a Brother Grimm one also? I bet it is, and has like a really
Probably,
dark version of it out there somewhere.
right? And they're already like changing it so much and taking away some of the songs. Um, but yeah, if it is that she fell asleep, wait, and then for Sleeping Beauty, doesn't Aurora also get woken up because of the kiss?
Hold on.
I am tripping out. Are they the same exact movie plot?
Okay, so she falls asleep from she pricks her finger on the needle, right? On
Spindle.
yeah, spindle. How does she wake up? Is it a kiss also?
Wake up. Is it a
I know it
curse?
involves the guy, but like Philip, is it Prince Philip?
Prince Philip?
What does he need to do?
I'm mixing the two
True Love's
endings.
Kiss. Which one is that from? Oh my gosh.
See? See? Yeah, so I don't know is if Snow White is dead and then he reanimates her, which is creepy, or if she was just in a coma from the poison apple. But I guess we'll find out soon enough with the new version.
Yeah, it's a kiss of true love
What?
for Sleeping Beauty also.
That's odd.
Wow, that's not, you know.
That's dumb. I don't
The
like
evil
it.
fairy, this is the curse. The evil fairy curses Princess Aurora, foretelling that she will prick her finger on a spindle and die on her 16th birthday.
Ooh,
And she was supposed to fall into,
dark.
oh yeah, so she's supposed to die. And then the fairy changes the curse so that she falls asleep for 100 years instead of dying, but then
Oh,
gets awakened by a prince's kiss.
weird.
Weird.
I guess that's just
That's another topic we need to go down at some point.
it's just the antidote for any princess
Yeah, just need
in
to get some
need.
guy to mac on you, evidently. All right.
Okay, so this next question is name the song that the flowers sing in Alice in Wonderland.
Lovely afternoon or something. Is it
What?
it?
I thought you would know this one for sure.
Oh, it's not it? Shoot.
In the golden
Golden afternoon.
afternoon. That's a cute song. Do you
It's
know
very cute.
what type of flower is the bitchy leader of that gang?
It is an iris.
It's a red rose.
Oh,
Mean. She's
who's
kind
the
of
one with the big white thing? Isn't
that's
she a
she's
bitch
like
too?
the lackey. She's like the one that wants to impress the leader and is always mean to Alice.
Oh, there's a lot of flowery bitches in that movie. Okay.
That part's mean, and the little kids are mean too, little flowers. They say
Yeah, the
she's
little
a
tigers
weed.
and stuff.
They go, we don't want weeds in our garden. You only
Oh
have
yeah, that
two
movie.
legs, two stems or
100%
something.
the reason for my all my in childhood traumas, I think, came from
This
that movie.
very strange movie. Uh, okay, so what is the type of plant that gives Rapunzel her magic powers in her hair?
It's a great question, and I have literally no clue.
It is called the sun drop flower,
Oh,
which is cute. And she has like the sun logo everywhere. I'm kind of just like putting that
that's right.
together.
That's right.
I don't think I knew the name of that flower, TBH, to be honest. Um, what did Mickey use to reach the clouds when he was trying to eat all the food on the table of the giants?
A beanstalk.
A beanstalk. A beanstalk.
That
What
was
type of
funny.
flower is featured singing the Paradise Song at Walt
I feel like
Disney's
you're a robot and you're shutting down today. Sorry. Carry on. Let's
Walt
pause and
Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room?
what flower? Hibiscus.
Birds of Paradise, which are one of my
Oh,
favorite
wait, what did
flowers.
you just ask? Say
They're
it
so
again.
pretty. They're like the ones that sing and they're like pointy and sharp and they sing about paradise.
But what was the question?
Oh, what type of flower are they? Birds of
Oh,
Paradise is the name of the flower.
I
Um,
mean, they're one of them. There's a whole bunch of flowers singing
oh,
though.
I guess it's a specific line of a song about paradise. And I'm just
Okay.
putting together birds in the tiki room. That's just smart that they chose that. Very clever, very clever. Um, I have some more.
Okay, bring it.
Um, let's see. There's actually a lot. There's 83, and I'm looking on one of our favorite places, which is
You have
Disney
83 questions for me? Plant-based
Disney
questions?
Wiki. Yes, I do.
Wow.
What is the name? Oh, shoot, this one has
Have a seat,
several.
folks. We're going to be here a while.
What is the Oh, this one I'll leave open-ended, and it's less of a trivia, but it's more of a Gen Diz explains. What is the name of, or tell us about the tree, the very special tree in Magic Kingdom, Liberty Square?
The special tree in Liberty Square. That one that has the lanterns in it? I can't remember.
I thought, didn't we do like a whole thing on it?
We did the Halloween tree in
Yeah, isn't it that?
Disneyland.
Oh, Disneyland. Wait, which is the one that has to do with the author Ray Bradbury?
That's the one in Disneyland.
Oh, look at me
Yeah.
mixing it up. And then there is something in Magic Kingdom with like a plaque that explains, or is it a fossilized tree or something?
There's something with that tree there too. I just can't remember what it is.
Oh,
It has these like
shoot.
weird lantern things hanging in it. It has some kind of historic
Yeah, by the
thing going
Liberty
on there.
Bell.
Yeah.
Well, what's up with the one in Disneyland?
So that is the Halloween tree, and it's was a book written by Ray Bradbury. So it's dedicated to him, and they
Oh,
decorate it every Halloween season to look very beautifully, full of orange lights, and they put little jack-o'-lanterns in it, and it's so freaking cute. And it's this pop of color in the beige earth tones of Frontierland.
the beige earth tones.
Beige and
Um,
brown.
that's very cute because we also went on a Halloween Disney cruise together and we saw their Halloween
Mhm.
tree. And it turns out every
We
cruise ship
did.
has its own with its own name and design. Very cool.
Very cute.
What is the name of the plant-based character that provides Pocahontas with wise wisdom and advice?
Plant-based. Oh, Mother Mother Willow.
Grandmother Willow. Yes, you are
Grandmother Willow.
correct. Yeah. It's someone's mom too, up
It
the chain
is.
somewhere.
Yep.
The family tree. Da da da. Look at
That
that.
is a very. See, we're realizing all this stuff, these hidden layers of Disney here. Birds of
Um,
Paradise, Family Tree. That's good. I love it.
Family tree. How does Cinderella travel? I don't know why I'm talking like that. I think I'm trying to make sure I'm speaking clearly today. Um, how does she travel to the castle, to the
In
ball?
a giant pumpkin carriage,
Da-da-da. Now,
gourd carriage.
Gord, do you know what happens to the carriage when the clock struck midnight?
Oh, sorry. She was in a regular carriage, and then when it struck midnight, it turned into a pumpkin. No?
Yes, yes,
Or
but
did it
it's
just turn back into a regular pumpkin? I can't even remember.
I think it's all of the above, to be honest. I think the fairy godmother transforms a plain orange pumpkin into a pumpkin-shaped blue carriage, and then that
Yes.
turns back into the orange pumpkin and gets trampled on by the horses before they turn back into the mice.
Yeah. And
It's very
it's
violent.
smashing pumpkins.
There you go, Smashing Pumpkins.
Billy
I
Corgan.
was gonna say Billy Zane.
Billy
Wrong one.
Gord again.
Billy Corgan.
Sorry.
Um, okay, last but not least,
Okay.
this is from the MCU. We have a character from a planet called X. He's one of
Oof.
the only remaining left of his kind because the planet has been destroyed. And his species is called Flora Colossus. Flora Colossus. Who is this character?
Ooh. I feel like I know this. The Flora Colossus, I definitely don't know. But the X thing I remember, but now I'm forgetting. Is it something from Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Is it Yandu?
Plant-based character.
Okay, his name is also, I thought the Flora part covered that already. Okay, let me think.
Yeah,
Which,
he
what?
he is plant-based, but his species is called Flora Colossus. He's just the only one left, but we know
Oh,
him
Groot.
by his name. Yes, I am Groot. I am Groot.
How did I not go
Oh,
directly for Groot once I realized Guardians of the Galaxy? Come on, he's literally a
Yondu.
tree.
So cute. And also, Groot can propagate himself. That's how he
Oh,
keeps
he's
going.
constantly doing that. Yeah,
That's
that's
so
so
cute.
cute.
And it's a different shard of soul, right? Like he's not exactly the same Groot. He like has to learn all over again. He goes
Oh,
through childhood. So now I'm going to see my propagated Disney plants as that. Oh,
there you go. That is
that's so
very
cute.
cute.
All right. Well, today was a very flowery episode with
It
the
was.
EPCOT Flower and Garden Festival, some highlights, still more to come on that. And we looked back at some of the fun interactions we had on Instagram with our Disneyholics listeners, subscribers, followers, and a very fun plant-based trivia game.
Yes, and keep those Instagram interactions coming. We love it. And thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoyed episode 232 of the Disney Holic Show.
Follow us on social media at the Disneyholics.
And if you'd like to get in touch with us, send us a DM on Instagram or contact us at thedisneyholics.com.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.